Well, we are back from our hiatus, part two,
Part two.
um, for the NFL Wildcard, and hurt, pain, devastation,
It took hell freezing over and the Bears winning to bring us out of retirement.
and here we are,
Fucking
out of our
goddamn it.
darkness retreat. Should we just start with the obvious, or should we work our way into it?
Just get
What
it
do
out
you
of the
think?
way. Just get it out
Let's
of the
get
way.
out of the way.
After that game, my opinions on every game was just meh. It was
Yeah.
football.
Well,
It was
all
just
right. Let's
booze.
just talk about the elephant in the room then. The Packers fall embarrassingly collapse to the Bears. Specifically in the fourth quarter, where they gave up, I think, 25 points in the fourth quarter to the Bears. And yeah, that one hurt. And I would rank it. I know I said it to you already, but I would rank it at the top three most hurtful Packer games I can remember. Uh, Tampa Bay and Seattle also being up there.
It,
And I guess your opinion, where do we go from here?
you ever see Selma and Luis?
No.
They drive off a cliff at the end. You know, they hold hands and they drive off a cliff at the end. And I'm kind of ready for that. You know, you and me, buddy.
Yeah.
It's like I don't. We have so many issues between cap space and some players clearly not feeling the vibe anymore, and a head coach who is. I saw this today. You want to know what the Packers' record is in the playoffs whenever they don't have the lead?
Yeah, but it's not good, I
0 and
imagine.
5 or 0 and 6. I can't remember anymore. So if the Packers ever surrender the lead, it's game over.
And luckily, we waited a few days to record because I was very, very upset. Specifically, obviously,
You don't
at
say.
McManus, but also like we could talk about McManus missing kicks and the special teams coordinator getting paid all that fucking money. But anyway, also Nixon, I am getting real tired of the real lapse of judgment on this part. Uh, Specifically jumping on a pile. I don't think it really mattered, but it just shows the lack of judgment that he has. And then you let Caleb Williams throw some moonball, some prayer over your head. All you had to do was run with the receiver. That's all you had to do. But he allowed the ball to sail his head, make some. The Bears, to their credit, made a spectacular catch. But I mean, it felt like the football gods were doing everything in their power to give the Packers the game. I mean, Christian Watson almost fumbles the ball. It could have easily been a touchback, but that went our way. There's the Josh Jacobs fumble that we happened to get back on. Multiple picks on Caleb Williams at times where I felt like we really needed him. Um, yeah, there's just so many times where it felt like even after everything was going our way, we still found a way to lose, and that's the most frustrating part.
I I mean, I gave you my rant in the after the game. There there is no there's always next year. There just isn't. Not with LaFleur. He is not won the division in 4 years. He has been the seventh seed 3 out of the past 4 years. He can't coach a whole game ever. That's been a complaint since the Rodgers years. It's always one half or the other. He doesn't know how to coach with a lead. We saw that as early as week 2. And then the press conference, I almost threw my phone. The day after, he's like, "Yeah, I don't think we need to change the culture or the identity of this team, and I'm real proud of our guys' effort." When there's a video out there of Rashawn Gary just jogging towards Caleb Williams while he still has the ball, I'm real fucking proud of their effort. Are you fucking kidding me? It. Let, let's go player by player. Rashawn Gary, lazy fucking bum ever since he got paid. Brandon McManus, once a great guy, questionable outside of football life, bad kicker now. He is too inconsistent. Keyshawn Nixon, he's an Instagram cornerback 1. He is not a cornerback 1. Valentine is a cornerback 3 on a good day. He should not be cornerback 2. And then I was so happy Matthew Golden got his touchdown, but it just made me more mad because 4 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown. He is clearly a fucking playmaker, and you waited until week 19 to use him. And then there's already talks that LaFleur is going to be extended within the next few days. So, I don't. We're just spinning in the mud right now.
And I mean, we can go further with the elephant in the room. If there was no 7th seed, the Packers wouldn't have even been in the playoffs these past 3 years. We're just lucky, or 4? Has it been 4 now?
2022, we missed the playoffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
23,
We wouldn't have
24.
been in the we wouldn't have been in the playoffs the last 4 years. It's just because of that 7th seed. So, I mean, I've been a big defender of LaFleur, I think, for a little bit, but even there's got to be changes.
Up until like the minute before the game, I said, don't extend him yet. Make him coach for his job, because how he handled those last 4 weeks and half the season really just did not give me confidence. So make him coach for his job. Prove that he can actually get this team farther than the frickin' NFC Championship. And then he gives us that clunker of a game. And it's like, even 21-zip, I'm like, okay, let's get an opening drive touchdown. That's non-negotiable. That's going to tell us exactly how you're going to coach this game. Miss field goal. Fuck, we've seen that before. Why does that feel bad? As he's heading to the locker room, oh, we know this team can come back, so, we just got to stay at it. And it was nothing but fucking punts in the third quarter. Like,
Yeah.
I don't... After that, literally I said, game over. I think I even texted it in the group chat. Game over. After that first punt, I'm like, that's it. Well, like, he gave up. He stopped. He just got lazy and stopped. And then they ask him, oh, you struggled a lot in the second half. Did you change the plays at all? No. They just got they started pressuring us more. So you didn't adjust to it? What the fuck?
That's the problem. Yeah, the problem isn't that he doesn't adjust. Good coaches are going to come out and adjust the second half, and he makes no adjustments.
He can script the hell out of a game, but the second the script is done, it's his fucking playbook, and he doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It just reminds me of the Vikings game last year. The one where one of them where they beat us. I can't remember now. Well, they swept us. It was the last time we played them. He said the same fucking shit. It wasn't a playoff game, but it was like, he said the same shit. It's like, yeah, they were playing a lot of man, and they were more aggressive than we were expecting, so we weren't prepared for that. So you're just a bad fucking coach. Is that what you're saying? You make adjustments. You find out within the first 3 drives how they're going to be controlling the game, and you don't do anything about it? I haven't been this angry at a coach since the Seahawks game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That I was done with McCarthy when he was kicking field goals when we should have gone for it, and he was going for it when we should have gone for field goals. I want a new coach. And I know the players love him, But a lot of players loved Jeff Fisher too when he was with the Rams, and he was one of the most boring, losingest coaches of all time. It's like,
Mm.
it is perfectly possible to be a locker room guy and not a good coach. Like Rich fucking Bisaccia.
I don't mind if Matt LaFleur stays, but I do think they need someone to come in, call plays. Matt, I'm done watching Matt LaFleur try to call these plays. They need something new there, and
Look at look at what happened with the Texans. They start 0-3, like the seventh team all time to make the playoffs after starting 0-3. You want to know what the big adjustment was? D'Amico Ryans was like, "Okay, I'm done calling the defense. I need to focus on the whole team." He needs
hmm
to fucking hire an actual offensive coordinator, not a glorified offensive lineman coach, and just focus on the whole game. Because how the hell do you call a timeout and then get a delay a game? That's not on Jordan Love. That is you taking forever to get the fucking play call in.
yeah,
And then you're coaching these guys to take forever to get to the line. You- I don't want him. I hope to God they lowball him and he walks out. I hope he pulls a Harbaugh. Hey, we need you to change your staff. No. Okay, get out. Like fucking oh my God, it's the same fucking thing as Harbaugh. It's like he's refusing to get rid of his buddies. Ed Policy needs to see that. It's like, hey, I don't want buddies in here. I want fucking coaches.
I think this one's gonna hurt for a while.
It's you want to know what the definition of insanity is?
It's when you do the same thing over and over.
Expecting a different result.
That's what we're doing.
No, I'm done being insane. I'm expecting the same result now. Anyways, there was other games that happened. Not as cool, not as important, not as heartbreaking for us per se. I assume you got the scoreboard up.
Uh, yeah, of course, because I'm always prepared. Uh, yes.
Okay, I'll handle this one. Rams Panthers, the morning Saturday game.
Oh, that's a really good game.
34-31 Rams. Panthers are sent home. Well, they were home. But
Yeah.
I can't believe how close that game was.
Oh, wow. Could you imagine if the Panthers pulled that game off?
My God. It would have been
Didn't they didn't they take the lead like late in the game
mhm.
too? With a few minutes left.
So other than the Packers, actually no, that's not even true. I don't remember what team it was or what game it was, but oh, it was the Patriots. Every game, oh, Patriots and now Texans. Every game where a team had the lead heading into the second or this 2-minute warning lost. Eagles
Huh.
did not have the lead. I forgot about that, but they were close. But it was, and there's been like 5 or 7 lead changes in the fourth quarter, which is the most in postseason history. I mean, you look at the Rams, like 7, 10, 3, 14, Panthers 0, 14, 3, 14. Like Panthers were hanging in there. They're a few pieces away from possibly contending again. They definitely need a new defensive coordinator because it felt like I was watching the Mike McCarthy defenses of just prevent. And so you know what the Rams did when they took the lead? They did not go prevent. They kept the aggression up.
Yeah.
It's like if the game is just about tied, or you have the lead, why are you letting them move the ball downfield by preventing? You're protecting the end zone, but you're still letting them move down the field. That's just
Yeah.
setting yourself up for failure. It's like, yeah, you're scared of the big shot over top, but if they were not pulling it off all game long, what? I don't know. It was hilarious at the same night. They're like, yeah, Raiders have requested to interview as Giro Evero. It's like, are we sure the Raiders are saved? if they're if they're considering that guy, they're never gonna win. But and you got any thoughts about that game other than the result?
No, I mean Panthers. I mean they ended the season pretty well, didn't they? I mean uh, they looked better as the season went on. I think at least from when they started. So
They pulled the Brewers and lost their way into the playoffs. Other
uh,
than that, Bills Jaguars. I know Eli was very upset about that game.
oh yeah, he had the Jaguars.
And Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. It was. I mean, Josh Allen is literally. I saw a meme of it from The Dark Knight Rises, where it was Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. It's like, you've given the city everything. You don't need to give him any more. And he's like, not yet. It's like, it's like Josh Allen, knee snapped backwards, busted fingers, already has foot injuries. It's like, god damn, he is willing this team to a win. It's like Liam Cohen, his first playoff game as a head coach. It was just kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just rookie head coach. It's like he didn't take the points when he should have taken the points. And of course,
Yeah.
in retrospect, it looks worse because they lost by 3. But when you look at the box score, it is perfectly mirrored except that first quarter where Bills scored 3 and the Jags had 0. And I don't know, it just kind of, it's crazy to think the Jags were going to go on a run this year. But they are definitely a few pieces and arguably just inexperience just got in the way there. Yeah, I don't really have thoughts about that game. I was kind of like, whatever. Bills won.
Yeah, I mean I would say it's a must win for Josh Allen. He can't get knocked out of the playoffs again. He's got to
Wasn't he like
make
0-7
a run.
on the road in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think there's some
And he
crazy
snapped that
streak.
streak, but it's like, yeah, without Burrow or Mahomes or Herbert or, well, now Herbert or Jackson, like, he needs to kind of win it this year.
This is the year if he's gonna win it, this is it. So
And unfortunately for him, this is one of the worst Bills rosters in the past 7 years. But
yeah.
moving on, 49ers and Eagles. Those damn dirty birds.
Oh yeah, they got. I'm not shocked.
I'm happy. But now the 49ers can lose. It's kind of.
Yeah,
It's like 2022 again. We're out of the playoffs, but then, the Giants got in. It's like, hey, beat the fucking Vikings. Good job. You did it. Now die. And then they did die. So it worked out. But I don't know. It's AJ Brown fucking choked that whole game. I don't know if you watched that game, but
No, I didn't. I mean, what
he,
happened with AJ Brown?
there was maybe one pass that was arguably not catchable, but on several like third downs, he dropped the ball.
Oh, really?
Like lazy on routes, dropped the ball. And apparently he signed Quinyon Mitchell's jersey, and I saw it earlier today. He's like, you're an all pro, and kind of like you're gonna be great, kid, like a goodbye note. So and then we saw Sirianni and him yelling at each other on the sideline. And
Hmm.
we see his body language all season long, not happy in this offense. He's gone. AJ Brown's gone. He's not going to be an Eagle next year.
Yeah.
But
No.
and I guess the other takeaway from that game is George Kittle popping his Achilles. I saw that live. As soon as he planted his leg, I saw his calf pop. I'm like, he's done. Kittle's gone.
That's horrible.
But we don't need the 49ers in the Super Bowl again either.
No, they can lose. No,
They can wait a bit. But
Christian McCaffrey, he didn't have much of a good game either, did he?
he was dropping passes too.
Yeah.
But I just, they need to fire Sirianni. He, like, I get he's 5 of 5 for the playoffs and 2 Super Bowls and 4 deep runs and blah 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 blah. But the dude has such a terrible culture there. He just rides on his coordinators, and if he has bad coordinators, they have bad seasons. They did not have a good season.
No. God, no.
Oh, but moving on, in one probably the most boring game, Patriots Chargers.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch this one. It was as I would expect.
I It's not good when Drake May is your leading rusher and passer.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
16-3 Patriots. Herbert was missing throws, but he wasn't throwing interceptions like he was last year. And he was just getting killed behind that O-line. And his receivers just weren't really helping much. He has one good wide receiver, but unfortunately for them, they have several good cornerbacks. So there was just like Greg Roman as an OC did not like the hire to begin with. He made Lamar Jackson look bad. He made Herbert look good, but now we're seeing a ceiling very quickly. And to be fair, the O-line Herbert had is freaking Temu O-line, but it's it should have been better of a game. That was not a good game. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a good game at least, and it wasn't. It was
Yeah.
kind of. You got any thoughts about it? I mean, I know you didn't watch it, but
I mean, yeah, I mean, just looking at it, though, like the Chargers defense, it looks like they did enough for Los Angeles to potentially win that game. The 3 points by Los Angeles stands out to me. I'm guessing Patriots defense must have been fucking suffocating.
I mean, so was the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean,
6-3-7 in over 3 quarters. Like that's a
yeah,
that's
I
a
mean,
good game. If you can't win against after stopping 16 points, you don't belong. And I don't know. It's kind of funny back to back years. Like people are trying to say it's on Herbert, but it's like Harbaugh has always been this kind of coach. He gets teams far, but then they collapse in the playoffs. It happened in the Super Bowl. Fuck. Look at what happened in college. Why do you think he jumped ship? They found out he was stealing plays, like, and reading their playbooks. Like and then he wins a championship that same year. It's kind of like Deflategate again, but there's more credibility to this. But I gotta ask, did you watch tonight's Monday Night Football game?
I did not watch that one either, but it's sad that that could be Rodgers' last game.
My God, that's why I watched it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed the box score. You want to give that a read for me?
Yeah, so 23 points in the fourth quarter. Otherwise, it was a 1-point game going into the fourth. And
You need to understand how bad this was. Where was it? The Texans had 5 fumbles, Isaac.
5 fumbles?
Mm-hmm.
How many were, like, recovered by the Steelers?
They lost 2 of them.
Oh.
But like all of them were because of the center. Like every single one was because of the center. He just was snapping the ball. Stroud wasn't ready for it. Twice, I think once Stroud just completely missed it. But it's like, and then you have the Steelers who also had 2 fumbles, 1 loss. Like it was nothing but a game of defenses, and the oh my God, you should have seen some of the hits the Texans defense was putting on him. It was like, holy shit. Like, there was a couple plays I thought Rodgers was dead. Like, he wasn't getting up. I'm like, oh,
Oh.
Perk Rodgers, come on, come back. But, like, yeah, and then, you know what the worst part is? His career as a Green Bay Packer ended with an interception. Rodgers' last play as a Steeler was a pick six. And that might be the last play of his career. He even tried to tackle. He tried to make a tackle, but the DB, he juked the fuck out of him. He kind of sideswiped him. And he just ran it in. But Rodgers was getting, oh my God, he had a 14.3 quarterback rating.
Oh, man.
4 sacks, 36, 50.8 rating. Mason Rudolph's 1 of 1. That was 99.9 QBR. Like, that Rodgers was not having a good time. They were, like, the left tackle was getting pushed back the whole game. The right tackle was just not doing anything. He was a turnstile all game long. It was, and then the receivers, they weren't really helping him much. It was a mess. DK Metcalf dropped 3 passes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem like him.
I think it was 3 passes. But it was just a beat down. It was sad, but the Texans got a defense, man. If they can fix their offense before going to Denver or New England, I mean, holy shit, they have a chance. Because that defense, if we end up getting a Seattle, Houston Super Bowl, those defenses are gonna be bad. Oh my God, holy shit.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to give Rodgers the low grace with that going up against that Texans defense, but
And the Steelers were just like, apparently, I think it was after that pick six or maybe right before it, like on the previous drive, like Rodgers screamed at Tomlin, and you could read his lips, obviously, because it's Rodgers. He said, "What the fuck are we doing?" You know, very angrily. It looked a lot like 2022 Rodgers, you know, cranky all the time. I think they even made a joke about that. It's like, I think Aikman said, it's like, yeah, he really needs some help from his team. And then I think Buck said, he needs a hug. It's
a hug.
It's like, oh my God. But yeah, that was Wildcard weekend. God damn it. Shit. It should be, I understand. This is just going through my head. I understand the record LaFleur has. I do. And I understand why, on paper, you look at that and say, we got to keep this guy, okay? He just hasn't gotten us there yet, but we got to keep this guy. But then you actually watch the fucking games and you see a pattern and a trend. And it's like we said, like a broken record. He can't complete a fucking game. He can't coach with a lead. He can't fucking adjust. I saw a video the other day. And they said it best in one sentence. His ego is getting in the way. And it was a video from like 6 months ago or something. I don't even know how long ago it was now. Like probably 4 months because it was the middle of the season. But they asked LaFleur, like, you know, who's the wide receiver 1 or whatever. And he's like, you know, wide receiver 1, that makes me sick to my stomach. Like, I want to vomit at that thought. It's like, what's wrong with having a fucking wide receiver 1, asshole? Oh my God. It's not wrong to say we need a wide receiver 1, and I'm challenging these guys to step up into that role every week. What's wrong with that? But he didn't say that. He fucking said, "Oh, I'm gonna puke at that thought." Motherfucker, God damn it. Take us out. Take us out. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Well, yeah, so that's the wild card, and I know we said it before, and before then we said again that we'd be back, but this time, you have my word. We will be back for the next
Divisional.
round of the playoffs, divisional, and yeah, it's gonna be.
I just like I said, you have my word, and I just wanted you have my bear's cake. It's just,
Like Bears cake.
and you have my bow. It's like,